Hey, it's Pat Forde from Sports Illustrated. We're going to do a quick breakdown of the two biggest bowl games on New Year's Day, the Rose Bowl and the Sugar Bowl. Start with the Granddaddy in Pasadena. What would be an old school Pac-12 Big Ten matchup if we hadn't had realignment. Instead, it's a Big Ten rematch between Oregon and Ohio State. They played a great game in Eugene in October. Ducks won that one by 1 point. This game probably going to be similarly close, competitive. Oregon has had the best season of anyone in college football. They're the only undefeated team left, went into the Big Ten and won that league in impressive fashion. Ohio State seems to have righted its ship with a dominant performance in the first round of the playoff, blowing out Tennessee and kind of putting that debacle against Michigan behind them. So these really might be the two best teams in the playoff facing off there. We'll see which quarterback can get the most done. Dylan Gabriel's been excellent for Oregon. Will Howard has had his ups and downs, but was really on point against Tennessee. He's got great wide receivers to throw to. Both teams do. The skill position talent is outstanding in this game. Might come down to who can make the big play last. Sugar Bowl matchup between Notre Dame and Georgia is actually a throwback to the 1980 game in which the Bulldogs beat the Fighting Irish 17-10 to win the national championship with Herschel Walker as a freshman running back. How much have things changed since then? Georgia completed one pass in the game and still won. That's not going to be the case here this time around. This is still going to be a defense-first game, I think, for both teams, especially with the injury to Carson Beck and the likelihood that Georgia will start backup Gunnar Stockton. Notre Dame is led by its defense. This could come down to who makes a key mistake or forces a big turnover, because it doesn't seem like there's going to be a lot of points and a lot of back and forth scoring in this game. Georgia's been relying on its defense for years under Kirby Smart, but now even more so given the state of the offense. And Notre Dame, while the offense has been productive and they've been able to hit some big plays, they still have most of their best players on the defensive side of the ball. Big proving ground for the Irish and for Marcus Freeman. They've gotten the program up to a high level, but they haven't won games like this for a long time. Can the Irish get over on Georgia in New Orleans?
Ladies and gentlemen, the college football playoffs are underway, and we had our first round happen already. A lot of blowouts, but I don't think this week is going to be littered with blowouts. I think it's going to be better games, more interesting games, and I'm going to talk about two matchups right now that all of you guys might be interested in. Now, my job right now is to tell you which of these two teams, Arizona State or Boise State, can pull off the upset. And I believe that Boise State is the team that could possibly pull off that upset this weekend versus Penn State. And let me tell you why. Penn State has a pretty solid run defense, limiting the explosive runs, but they never played a team like Boise State, who basically just chugs along the whole game, giving their Heisman runner-up, Ashton Jeanty, the pill as many times as he says, "Feed me, coach. Feed me. I need that." 193 yards a game, 7.3 yards per carry. If they can even get close to his season averages this weekend, I think Penn State may be in trouble. So this week's switch ups, I got Boise State with the possible upset against Penn State.